lucky thing that I have as a director is I've built a team and I have a core team that I can rely on. My goal was to go into the project and to make something that was entertaining, that told a story that was universal and engaging to the audience. Part of the excitement is like, can we pull this off? Then the next part is, how do we pull this off?
Basically, the song is about getting tired of living inside your head and you're ready to move out. And when I mean living in your head, I mean creating your own fantasy in your own world in your head and realizing that your reality is not meeting up with that anymore.
So my idea was to have her deal with each love, in a very like pop kind of Inception like, way of going through this art gallery, and it's really her memories of these people in an abstract way. If she can confront each ex-love, and each one is a clue to her future, and that's why at the end she meets up with the mystery man. It's about being optimistic for always looking for love.
We literally worked for had to be at least 3 months solid, just working on the draft, just getting ideas.
Talking with Sean, and he had a very specific kind of grand kind of a vision. It was challenging from the get-go because of the amount of special effects and the amount of practical shots that had to sort of work within this special effects heavy world.
It's definitely the most ambitious project we've taken on, just because there's so much green screen and so many effects that need to be worked on by like 10 or 12 people on this thing.
For moving out, I've created a bunch of digital matte paintings and animation.
My role with this music video is doing the matte paintings. It's creating this nice level that's very dreamy and it's very pastel-y.
Each week I meet with the visual effects supervisors and we go over what's been accomplished that week and what needs to be completed next.
It's just great that we have a lot of effects artists working with different specialties, working on their own things, and we have people working just specifically on the matte paintings for one world, so their style and their aesthetic, it's tuned through my vision, but it's all their talents coming together too in creating these different worlds.
Coordinating with the visual effects team was on set, just making sure that we were shooting the right plates and shooting things in the right way and the right sequence to make everything work in post.
The gallery move shot where we go from one painting starting off, backing out, going around the corner and ending on the other frame. That shot didn't actually come to be till quite late in the game.
Probably one of my favorite shots in general is where she's running through the paintings in an 8-second shot that was created, from scratch. That's really her running, but we placed her in through compositing and compositing in the 3D world.
We took it to Brian and asked him if it was even feasible. And he said he would do a couple passes and try, and we just kept on refining it, and it actually turned out to be like one of my favorite shots.
One of which I actually created myself. I drew and put together, which was the staircase one.
When we were in the pool and having to, sink myself down underwater to get to that specific location of the shot and like swim through the frames. I'm not the most athletic person, so that was kind of difficult.
When Sean has an image in his mind on how exactly the mushroom shot should look, actually you have to give him a little bit of life and give them character.
Any inspiration though that came from, that was from Super Mario too.
The most exciting part of the whole shoot was finally seeing the creature costume. Everyone had been just speculating about this creature because we'd only seen sketches.
Creature I thought was a combination of, where the wild things are meets a creepy sort of a Muppet.
So one of the shots that you'll notice I worked on first is going to be when we see our heroine walk through this frame after the blow-up brick shot.
I really like the brick wall. It took a long time to get just right, and the kind of the way that the gravity works within that world and unlocking it. And I just like the clean aesthetic and the kind of minimal use of anything else, just nice little gradient.
So the most exciting thing about working on these shots is the collaborative parts of it.
Sean's done a great job in putting together a solid team of people who are really dedicated, who really bring it.
It's incredible to see how much has been done in post-production and where it's going from on set and seeing the raw footage and seeing where it's become.
I am really excited for the video to get done so that everyone can see how much work and time and effort has been put into this.
I'm really glad and proud of what I did on this thing. I think everyone who watches it will be really just enthralled in it.
Really excited, we've been working with really awesome people.
Hugely ambitious treatment, and I think we nailed it.
You have to push people and you have to push yourself to create something awesome. If I'm the toughest critic, how can I engage myself? I want to just be engulfed in it. I want to be amazed by it. I would say that I'm very proud of this music video. This definitely was a challenge, and we knew that going in.